Joy Guru. I am Amalendu Chatterjee. I am an ex-associate professor and a SPR. Do subscribe to this channel of mine, namely Anukul Kotha, if you like my content and deliberation. Today, I would like to cite an instance to show, to illustrate that Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra was an omniscient. He was acquainted with all the three ages. He knew one's past, present, and future. Though there are several instances, in fact, countless instances. But today, I would like to cite an instance in the life of a disciple, namely Bal Krishna Kapur. He was born, I think, on the March 1920 at Lahore. Presently, it is in the Pakistan. And his father was late Chunilal, Rai Sahib Chunilal Kapur. Anyway, he was an honest person, that is Rai Sahib Chunilal Kapur. He was a very honest person, and he had immense faith on Lord Ramachandra. In fact, his Ishtadev was Lord Ramachandra, and he knew nothing than Ramachandra. But then Kapurda, he admitted himself in the Government College of Lahore, and he was a good hockey player. In this connection, I would like to say that when the Indian team won in the World Cup under the captaincy of Dhyan Chand, then a match was arranged with them, with the teammates of with that particular Government College of Lahore. And in that match, I would like to say that it is Balkrishna Kapur who scored the sole goal. Now, this hockey player, however, turned into a disciple of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. As I have already stated, that he was always a God-loving person, and he was most interested in Lord Ramakrishna Dev. And he came to Kolkata, and he had a buying office. Mr. Sam Bhattacharjee was his assistant and actually accountant. Then, since Mr. Bhattacharjee knew this particular weakness of Balkrishna Kapurda, once he said that how about if I can show you Ramakrishna Dev in flesh and blood. Then Balkrishna Kapurda was immediately, already actually he was ready to meet that particular holy man, and he said, "Then take me with that particular holy man." Then Bhattacharya said, "No, this is not the time. First, you will have to develop a kind of love feeling for him. As you all know, as you must know, that only after you get married, you start loving your wife, and then in turn you get rather a faith develops with the relatives of your wife. Same is the case with Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra also. So then he advised him to get himself initiated with the holy name of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, and accordingly B.K. Kapur got himself initiated by the holy name of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra through a Sahapratirik named Jotin Das. He was an England returned engineer, and with Jotin Das he went to meet Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. When he met Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, a sudden vibrant sensation he felt throughout his body, and then with folded hands he said, or he wanted to know from him, that is from the Lord, how to start his new life. And he told it in English, as because Balkrishna Kapurda didn't know much about Bengali language, so he told it in English. Pat came the reply. That is, immediately came the reply from Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. He immediately said, "Follow the footsteps of Lord Krishna, move in the way of Chanakya, but with active devotion like Hanuman." Let me repeat it again. follow the footsteps of Lord Krishna, move in the way of Chanakya, but with active devotion like Hanuman. Now see, this particular advice is sufficient enough to illustrate that he knew one's past, present and future. How? As I've already stated, that his father, that is through his generations, I would like to say, they were the devotees of Lord Ramachandra. But then, Sister Thakur Anukul Chandra wanted to teach him that you must know, though you are a devotee of Lord Ramachandra, but then Lord Ramachandra came in Treta era. Then afterwards he came in Dapur era in different name and different form. The name was Lord Krishna and the form was as we see in the picture. So therefore the same Supreme Person is coming but in different name and different form. So there is always an evolution of name and form. So you must accept it. See, first of all, Sister Anukul Chandra has stated that she act with the active devotion like Hanuman. He reminded himself the name of Hanuman in order to tell him that you must not forget your past, because through generations you are the devotees of Lord Ramachandra. But then, recalling the past, you must plan for the present. You must know that it is going on. That there is Supreme Person Parampara is going on. It is not static. It is a dynamic process. You must know it. So you must follow the footsteps of Lord Krishna. And as we all know that in Bhagavad Gita also, it is stated, Lord Krishna has stated, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamaham. That means whenever there is decline of virtue and increment of vice, do I manifest myself in every ages. So this is the statement of Lord Krishna. So therefore, if we have to believe the statement of Krishna, then Krishna definitely would come through ages. Not that the appearance of Krishna ceased to exist, not at all. But then he would come not in the form of Krishna. He would definitely come in different name and different form. He will come in different form, and definitely he will give a different holy name. And definitely that is the most evolved holy name. This is the matter. So then, same is the case with Balkrishna Kapurda, as I have already stated, they were the disciples of Lord Ramachandra. But then you must accept the parampara. So you must follow the footstep of Lord Krishna, as you all know. And then and in this connection I would like to, and then he had stated that you move in the way of Chanakya. Why? Chanakya, as you all know, that he was a Brahmin, and he, I think in the 4th to 11th century, he assisted the Chandragupta Maurya of the Maurya Emperor, and he was instrumental for the sky high, rise of Chandragupta Maurya, and also even to his son Bindusara. Why? Because Chanakya was a very very intelligent person and had immense knowledge for the reality. He was the teacher, he was the philosopher, and he wrote Arthashastra, as you all know. That is a very important book in economics. And also he had written Chanakya Niti. In this connection, I would like to say that even almost all the countries, they have accepted this particular law of Chanakya, that is, enemy's enemy is your friend. So I think this is one of the laws of Chanakya Niti. This safe. So therefore, why Sister Thakur Anukul Chandra advised him to move in the way of Chanakya? Because you must have a knowledge for the reality. You must know that the same Lord Ramachandra came in the form of Lord Krishna, and the same Krishna would appear in another form. Remember, he did not mention his own name, but in time Balkrishna Kapurda realized that Lord Ramachandra has come in the form of Sister Thakur Anukul Chandra in due course. One day, while he was with Sister Thakur Anukul Chandra in a car, he actually watched his, rather he casted his eyes towards the feet of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, and he saw the same feet of Lord Ramachandra that he used to, rather he was accustomed to see. So therefore he saw it otherwise later on. And at the same time I would like to say, so in this connection I would like to say that Pensarda, he was an American devotee, while Balakrishna Kapurda went to him and wanted to know the advice, or rather the meaning of the advice of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra that he gave to him, then Pensarda told him that deep dive into meditation, and then you would know that for what purpose he had said so. I know for sure that he knows everyone's past, present and future, and accordingly he says, and he guides the people accordingly. If you follow his advice, then you will rise in the spiritual process. It's a spiritual process. There is no doubt about it. This was the statement of Pensarda. And also the Satish Chandra Gosai, another disciple of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, he also told the same truth to Balakrishna Kapurda, and he ultimately realized the thing. But then I would like to say that, so therefore, as Lord Krishna has stated in the 5th sloka of 4th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where he has stated, or actually he stated about Abhay Yoga to Krishna, and he said that I told it at first to Vivarsan, and then Monu, and then Ikkaku, like that. And Arjun was simply bewildered and said, what are you telling? You tell about Monu, you tell about Ikkaku. Yeah, they are the people of the past. So then Lord Krishna had stated, Bohuni me bhatitani janmani tabo charjuno tannahang vedo sarvani natang vetho parantapo. It means that many lives of mine have passed, so have yours. I know them all, but you know not, O scorcher of enemies. This is the meaning of this particular sloka. And definitely Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra knew. And I must say that Lord Balakrishna Kapurda followed the instruction of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra to his level best. And that is precisely the reason why he realized, actually he had realization about God. He had realization that Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra himself, is the Lord Ramachandra to Balakrishna Kapur. And he knew it in due course after doing much name and meditation. That's another issue. But then again I would like to say that he actually bears the necessities of a disciple. Whatever a disciple needs in the present, and whatever a disciple needs to preserve for the future. You see, there is a sloka in the 9th chapter, so 22nd sloka of the 9th chapter, where Lord Krishna is stating like this, that is, Anannas chintayanto mam je jana porjupasate tesam nittavijuktanam yogokhemam baham. It means that the person, who becoming non-different from me and meditate me always, worship me, and for them actually who are rather ever attached to me, who are ever attached to me, I arrange for securing, what they lack and preserve what they have. So therefore, you just see, not only that he arranges everything, he bears it. He actually bears with, rather I would like to say, with his, he bears whatever a disciple needs, with both of his hands, and then he gives it to the disciple. For example, one day, as I have already stated, that one day while Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra was puffing his hookah, then one day he said to Kapur and said, see Kapur, just tell your partner that you would like to quit the business and start business by yourself. You see, but then you must not, you must take whatever they give. You must not make any negotiation for any legal action or whatsoever. Whatever they give, you accept it, and then then you start business by yourself. And Kapurda, as I've already stated, as a real devotee, he immediately came to Kolkata and said to his partners that I would like to part away from this business. But I have absolutely no ill feelings for you, as Thakurji has stated such. So therefore, I would have to abide by the command of my master. And ultimately they agreed, and then Kapurda started his business. He actually at first he rented a small room where he started his business, and on that particular day he arranged a satsang adhivation, and the disciples, or rather Guru Bhai, that is, you see, brothers in faith, all of them, they prayed for the well-being of the they prayed for the blessings of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, so that Kapurda would not have to think about money. And then what happened actually, just few days later, a man of Bard and Company, he came with, he said that they have many balls and bearings, and then he gave an offer. Kapurda said, well, whatever little I have, if you accept me, then you can accept my, then I can accept your offer. Then few days later, he then again came and said, well, I have accepted your offer, and he took the money, whatever Kapurda had at that point of time, but then he gave it at the time of purchasing that ball bearings, and he actually, with his son Binod Kapur, he went to the spot of he went to their factory and collected the bearings with a lorry, and then he actually sent price, rather you can say catalogs, I would like to say, price to different dealers of Bombay and presently I think Mumbai and Kolkata. And then he made double benefit, double profit actually. And then he said, just see the wonders of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. Why? The question is why? The question is so that Kapurda would not have to think about the money, or you can say definitely the reality of life, because he had a family, he had issues, and in this connection I would like to say that Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra wanted that a person should start his spiritual journey. A person does not need to quit his family in order to pursue the spiritual pathway. In other words, rather, it is better to start spiritual pursuit even with a family man. And then in this connection I can recall that one day while Kapurda was meditating at Devghar, as you all know, that this is the story of I think 12th June 1950, when so therefore Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra was at that point of time was at Devghar Dham. As you all know, that Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra came to Devghar at I think on 1946. So therefore these are the phenomena of Devghar Dham. And naturally Kapurda, one day he said to Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra that I will not go to Kolkata, rather I will not go to I will not go to my home, and I would like to serve you full time. Then Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra said, what do you think? Do you think that I would feed your children? Go at once, go immediately to your home, and you must feed your children. But then whatever you do, whatever work you do that you are doing my works, and move in this way. So therefore, as he has stated that you move in the way of Chanakya, that you must be a realistic person, you must know the reality. And definitely, because he knew the past of, he knew the psychology of Kapurda, because Kapurda was a complete family man. He had immense love and affection for his wife, for his children. So it was absolutely impossible for him to serve him, without quitting his, quitting his family. So naturally, and then he came And though Kapurda did not like this particular decision of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, however, he understood the reality of the advice of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra later on. And then in this connection, I would like to say that one day this particular Bhattacharya, who actually helped him initiated by the holy name of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, because of his economic problems maybe, he made some false entries, and naturally a notice came from income tax department. So then Kapurda was in the partner business at that point of time. Then he immediately accompanied Bhattacharya and he met Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And then he said, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra said that you have done a criminal blunder. But then it's not fair. And then he inquired after the economic problems of his family. And then that is Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, told Kapurda that you must raise his monthly remuneration to 100 rupees more. And then he said to Kapurda that be very, very careful about him in future. But you must not sack this Bhattacharya. And then when he came to Kolkata and told his partners that the partners about the advice of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, the partners, they were adamant to sack Bhattacharya. But then Kapurda said, then if this is the case, then I would resign as managing director. They felt that they could not run the business without the assistance of Balkrishna Kapurda. So they had to accept the offer of Kapurda. But then when there is Kapurda, then ultimately rectified the false entries accordingly. And then when summons came from income tax department, then Kapurda with Bhattacharya went to income tax department. And then the officer in charge, he actually asked Kapurda that I know you, that you are a very honest person. Have you examined all the entries? Then Kapurda said, yes, I have. Yeah, I know that this person had made some mistakes actually, of course intentionally, but then I had rectified everything. And then that particular income tax officer cleared the entire matter. And so therefore, and then Kapurda said, just see the blessings of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. So all these instances that I have described, I would like to say that as stated by Lord Krishna, as I have already stated, that in the 22nd sloka of 9th chapter, let me repeat it again, because it is such a nice sloka, that is, Anannase chintoyanto mam je jana parjupasate tesam nittabhijuktanam yogokhemam vahammaham. That is, I bear. Just try to understand his statement. He is not stating that I will arrange everything for you, whatever you need. No, I bear them. Just see the affection, the love of God towards his devotee. And Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra exactly did that for Bhikha Kapur. And of course, and just see, just by remaining, or rather I could say, an instrument of God, Balkrishna Kapurda did wonders. Did something impossible that I will illustrate in other videos. I have an intention to describe all these happenings. I would like to say that a simple disciple like Balkrishna Kapurda did. For example, we know that about I think Bidhan Chandra Rai's victory. Do we know the contribution of Balkrishna Kapurda for the victory of Bidhan Chandra Rai in the election? I would like to tell it in other videos. That's other issue, and there are several other occasions also. So, as Lord Krishna has stated that tasmat tam uttishta jasho labhosya bhunkasya rajyam samriddham maya evo ete nihata purvam evo nimitta mitra matram bhava sabbasachin. That means that you just see, just rise and just see, gain fame and see, enjoy this prosperous kingdom, because I have killed them earlier. You sir, be you an instrument of God. Be you an instrument. Balkrishna Kapurda had the courage. Of course, he actually made himself rather an instrument of Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra, and he did wonders. So in conclusion, I would like to say that Sri Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra was an omniscient person. At the same time, he actually arranges, I would like to say, he arranges everything, whatever a devotee needs. So, live in love. Joy Guru.